on the record.
We are on the record in the Abrera Evans matter, case D22-658-180C. Please confirm your appearances.
Good morning, Your Honor. My camera's turned around. Let me have it for you. There we go. We're here, Ms. Abrera and myself are here, Marilyn Caston, bar number 11654, appearing remotely. Did I see that Mr. Evans is in the courtroom?
He is. Go ahead and state your name, sir.
Steve Evans.
Okay, Mr. Evans is appearing personally in court.
Perfect.
You may be seated.
So I had to put on the record that we did not serve him properly, and I want to admit that we are working towards a settlement, and we have drafted a stipulated decree that we want Mr. Evans, to have a chance to review, preferably with counsel, so that he can be fully advised of his rights and whether or not he wants to agree to it. It is a joint legal, joint physical agreement with a split week schedule, with mom having the child Saturday at 11 to Wednesday at 11, and dad having the child from the remaining time Wednesday at 11 to Saturday at 11. And then it lays out all the different holidays and the insurance, the taxes. The child's covered under Medicare, and we would not want any child support between the parties. They can each take care of the child on their respective timeshares. And we're working towards that, but I do want Mr. Evans to have the opportunity to ask any questions that he has of an appropriate legal counsel to make sure this is what he wants before he signs, if that's what he decides to do.
And you've already sent that to Mr. Evans?
Correct.
You've received the
Yes,
proposed
sir.
decree?
I received that on December 15th, which is the first time I received any correspondence. So I didn't have time to retain counsel. I've
Okay.
been 2 attorneys, but I didn't want to go with either. I'm okay with everything that's on the form, aside from 2 things. She's asking for 4 days a week, giving me 3. That's an extra 52 days a year. I would like to do alternating weeks, where 1 week I get 4 days, the next week she gets 4 days. It seems how it is joint custody. And the only other thing on the form that concerned me was every other birthday. I would like to see her every birthday, so if we could split that day. Same as Christmas, that would be fantastic. And everything else I'm going to agree with.
Well, here's what I would suggest. Reach out to Ms. Caston, have those discussions.
Okay.
I think you're close,
Yep.
and possibly you might be able to resolve this. I appreciate you being here today. It sounds like there were some service issues, and so I can give you, basically what I'd be looking at doing maybe is setting a case management conference, give you some time to talk. And perhaps you don't feel the need to retain counsel, but that's up to you. Ms. Caston has indicated you have every right to have that document reviewed by an attorney. That's completely up to you. It's not mandatory, it's not required, but if you want that opportunity, I can give you another hearing date, give you a chance to talk about maybe some tweaks and adjustments, and then we come back. And if you reach an agreement, I vacate the hearing. There's no need for another hearing.
So
If you come to agreement, the court's done. I'm not going to interfere with your agreements as a general rule. I'm a stranger to Star, and likely will never meet Star, and so I want the 2 of you to make these decisions. So if you want to have that dialogue, I don't have to set another hearing, but I'm open to setting another date just to give you a deadline to try and work towards finalizing the language of your decree.
Sure. I usually appreciate that pressure. We look at cases.
Very close. It's just that 1 day. I mean, it's an extra 52 days a year. It's a lot of missed time with my daughter. So
Okay.
We can work this out. I'm confident we can work this out, for sure.
I think you can work it out. I'm confident you can. So if I set something out about 30 to 45 days, is that sufficient?
Perfect.
Yeah, and I'll go speak with them today, and we'll try to come to a resolution.
Okay,
Okay.
fantastic. I'm looking at January 25th at 11 o'clock.
That's fine. Yeah.
That's a Wednesday at 11.
That works.
And again, if you finalize the decree, submit it, we'll vacate that hearing.
Thank you, sir.
I appreciate your work on reaching an amicable solution. Reach out to Ms. Caston, and
I'll
we
go
can
see
have
you
this
today.
finalized. Okay, all right, thank you for your appearances. The minutes will stand.